Alright, another hike in the Whites. Main Dweller and I are up here. We're gonna do the, we're off the Kangamangas Highway up here in the White Mountains. We're gonna climb South Hancock and Hancock Mountain. They're both 4,000 plus footers up here in the White Mountains. And a little before 10 o'clock Saturday morning, we're gonna do a hike, quick overnight, and we'll shoot some video along the way. Alright, thanks.
I was into it.
Right.
An hour and a half. Yeah. We left at 10.
Ran into some wild blueberries, folks. Yeah. Not quite, I mean, they're obviously blueberries and they're delicious, but down in Massachusetts, they've already passed. Kind of surprised to see they're still up here. Delicious, though. Bears like these.
Me too.
All right. Just wanted to show you that.
Right about now, I'd wrestle them for them.
Right. That's good. It's a beautiful trail. Just absolutely wonderful weather, folks. As I stated earlier, we're up here in the White Mountains again. Can't get enough. We're hoping to summit the two South Hancock and Hancock Mountain today. And the views, I can't wait. The trail meanders up that way. Yeah, this is wonderful. Hey. Wow, we're getting there. The trail we came up. Oh man, it's warming up. Sweating again. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna head up that way. We're almost to the summit of Mount Hancock. Oh, pretty steep trail behind it. This isn't bad here, but it was real steep. I made the mistake of eating a huge Chinese meal last night. Not a good idea, folks. I'm paying for it today. My legs are spent. We just stopped a little ways back for a lunch type thing. I ate some peanut butter and some bread. Peanut butter is great on the trail, so hopefully that'll help me out. Main Dweller's doing fine. I'm just hurting today. I'm just not feeling it, but we'll get there. Still, no other place I'd rather be. This is awesome. So we'll see you at the top. I'll get some video at top. All right. Bird has no fear of humans. A lot of hikers must feed this bad boy. Just so pretty. You can tell I have nothing in my hand. Massachusetts, it must be a, native species or something, Whoa. Wonder why he's so protective of this gully. Maybe he's got a nest down there or something. What's up, buddy? Oh, wow. Oh, that's what he was after. There was a peanut shell or something right near my foot. It's cool. Well, anyway, Maine Dweller and I are up here in a place called the Outlook on the summit of Mount Hancock. And again, you having a good time, James?
Nope, it's terrible.
Yeah, folks. This is awesome. Taking a little break. Just can't believe how nice it is up here. Later. This Maine Dweller feeding a wild bird. We don't know what kind it is. How was that? Do it again. That's too cool. You know what? Let's get a double whammy. I'll put one in my hand too. Of course, how can they resist the goldfish?
That's the truth right there.
It's all about the goldfish, folks.
Hope they're not bad for them.
Yeah, really. Maybe they're lactose intolerant birds. Can't do the cheese. Where'd it go?
I know what that sign is now. Oh, we got more.
Where'd it go? Alright, I'll turn this back on when we get another bird. Okay. You can see him, I think. Look at that. It's amazing.
So cool.
Let me know when he's heading this way again.
Yeah.
They must have a nest up in that alley there. Oh, you want some more?
No, I don't want to get sick on them.
Watch her try to pick that band-aid off my finger.
Hopefully you'll learn with your feet. It's really cool.
Ah.
It doesn't weigh anything.
Did he actually put his weight on your hand?
Yeah. So weight was on the finger. Like nothing.
Think they'd be good eating, Jim?
I think so. You'd have to get a few of them though.
Yeah, yeah.
Here he comes.
Oh, let's see if he'll get mine. This camera's probably freaking him out. Where'd he go? Oh, there. That's too cool.
Started yet?
Coming?
He's looking. He's right next to you.
Another one. A partridge. Pair of partridge. I don't know if you can see him. There it is. I guess he's going to take flight. It's right up here. Now those would be good eating. There's one right in the trail. There's a whole flock of them here.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
There's one there.
Yeah. They're all over the place.
Wow, we got a whole flock of partridge here, folks. Beautiful. Where's the slingshot when you need it? seem to be too concerned with us. Hey there, buddy. Wow, they blend in well, huh? Wow.
There's one about 10 feet to your left.
There's got to be 8 or 9 of them. Pretty pretty. All right. All right, we made it up to the summit of South Hancock. We're out looking north into the Pemmy Wilderness where we were. Mount Garfield's way over there. There's Owl's Head. We were way up on that side a couple trips ago. All right, we're gonna head back down and try to find a stealth site somewhere down below this. Unfortunately, I'm losing memory here. I brought a spare memory card that doesn't have as much capacity, so I'm running out of space, but we'll do what we can. Thanks. We just pumped water out of this awesome stream for a night. We're gonna cook some supper later, find a camp somewhere around here. But yeah, the day's getting old, night's closing in, and we're gonna find some place to pitch camp. I don't know if you can see the sun's going down. This water's just crystal clear. All right, we'll see you later. Well, it's the end of our day. We found a nice stealth campsite up here. It's about 200 feet from that brook over there. You can't see it from here, obviously, but yeah, we're tucked way up here in these pine trees. No dead trees. It's not a huge site, but it's gonna work. Here's my tent. REI Quarter Dome. Jim's MSR Hubba. And yeah, this is it. I'll probably put a little fire over here later on, perhaps. Just trying to be quiet. This is it. It's a home away from home tonight. Gotta love it. Right, James? All right. We're gonna go down across the river over that way and cook some dinner later. Supper time. Down by the river. What you going with tonight, James? Same standby?
Yeah.
Chili mac and cheese. Am I right?
Chili mac and beef.
And beef. Nice. Letting it hydrate over there. Of course, the trusty goldfish. I'm going with the spaghetti with meat sauce. I'll eat that down real quick. I'm starving. All right. Whoa. Had a great hike today. We summited Mt.Hancock and South Hancock. Great hike. I'm a little fatigued though. Started out a little rough. My legs were spent. Ate some lunch, felt much better. It worked out great. So yeah, we found a stealth site up that way. I think I showed you a minute ago. It's beautiful. All right, man. I'll get a little fire going later on. Maybe check that out if it's not too dark. We'll see you. I don't know if you can see it swinging up there. It's getting dark, but we're hanging our food bag. It's about 15 feet up in the air. Jimmy's tying it off. You want it to be at least 10 to 12 feet up, your bear bag, and 4 or 5 feet away from the tree. We're in bear country, why take a chance? And also raccoons will rip through your food bag real easy. So yeah, nice job. And this is 100 yards from our camp, so we're good. You probably can't see it. It's dangling in the breeze up there. But yeah, that's what you do. All right, nice job, James. 8:30. Time you got, James?
7:07.
Really?
Yep.
Like it's dark in these woods.
Yep.
Nice little fire going. It's getting chilly, huh?
It is. I'm dropping off pretty good.
Supposed to be in the upper 30s, low 40s tonight. All right, folks. I don't know if you can see. There's James. I can't really see him through here. Maybe you can. I'm obviously sitting here. Got a little fire going. I'm gonna be hitting the hay pretty soon. I'm exhausted. You too, James?
Yes.
And then we're gonna hike on out of here in the morning.
A little vitamin I will be all set in the morning.
Vitamin I, yeah. Does the body good. Excellent. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Yeah. We're picking up. Wonderful night. Probably in the mid-30s, I would guess. Had a great night's sleep. Just got some coffee. James is picking up. Got his fly drying out over there. Got some condensation from the night sky, you know, on the outside. It was so quiet here last night. It was unbelievable. How'd you sleep there, Jim?
Best ever.
Nice. All right, we're gonna hike out of here, head back home, and thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time. Just for the heck of it, if you haven't tried this yet, before we head out of here, I'm eating a little snack: peanut butter and a beef stick. I know it sounds crazy, but man, is that good. I'll check with you later. Just one more thing before we leave this campsite. This is the way we found it, and this is the way we're going to leave it. Put branches back, covered up our areas where our tents were fairly well. So if I was walking up here again like we were yesterday, I wouldn't have known somebody else camped here, but obviously we did, and it looks like we didn't. And this is where we had our little fire. I've scattered the ashes out that way, and as soon as these items dry out, they're dark now because they're wet, but when they dry out, it'll blend in for the rest of the forest floor. So I just want to let you know that it's a good thing to do. I don't like the feeling of walking up into a wilderness area and finding a fire ring. It really bums me out. So just want to let you know that. All right. James and I picked a spot last night where there wasn't a lot of blowdown activity from the recent storm or a good windy night. This is a good example here of a place where you wouldn't want to find a stealth site with all these blowdowns. The soil's wet up in there apparently, and you just wouldn't want to have one of those crashing down on you. You can see out back here there's a lot of trees down or coming down. So yeah, there's food for thought. Most people know that, but you don't want to be pitching a tent under a tree that's going to do that.